Google Pixel 8a has launched in India at a price tag of 53,000 rupees. But pricing is not the only problem with this phone. In fact, there are a ton of issues in this phone that no one has spoken about. I'll tell you all about it, so let's get started. When I started using this phone, I didn't think that I'll start this video with connectivity, but here we are. See, when connected to mobile data, the internet speeds on this phone is 1/4 of what I was getting on a 2-year-old phone. I tested it multiple times and even at multiple locations, it was the same. It's not just the internet speeds. Sometimes the internet connectivity was patchy even while opening the Chrome browser. See, I couldn't get it on camera, but it happened multiple times in my brief usage. Even when I was not doing anything on the phone and it was in my pocket, it felt warmer compared to iQOO phone that I had in my other pocket. The only thing turned on was the mobile data, and when I turned it off, the temperature was back to normal. See, the basic thing for which one uses a smartphone is connectivity, and if that is being compromised, I don't see a point of it. Even though software experience on this phone is the cleanest, with some nice features and the longest software update, but when it comes to day-to-day usage, I experienced issues which I usually don't face in other phones. First of all, even with the slightest of tasks such as playing HDR videos on YouTube, this phone gets warm. While playing games, the temperatures went up to 44 degrees, and even if the phone is just lying around with mobile data on, it feels warmer than any other phone. Now, this is something that makes using this phone very uncomfortable. Apart from that, I also experienced some occasional slowdowns, especially when taking photos and moving to other apps. It felt like the 8GB RAM is not optimized enough, as the phone would reload games from scratch whenever I switched to other apps and then return to them. When I was running benchmarks on this phone, I noticed that the UFS storage speeds are that of UFS 2.2, while the specification mentions that it's a UFS 3.1 storage. I'm not sure what to believe these days. I find it hard to believe that even after similar complaints in previous Pixel phones, Google has still not fixed it. I'm not sure why. I know for a fact that you guys are interested in Pixel phones because of its exceptionally good cameras. Even though Pixel still has very good cameras, but when I compared it against the iQOO 12, I found iQOO photos to be better. In both daytime as well as the nighttime, iQOO photos had better details. In terms of videos as well, it was the same story with better details and stability. In selfies though, Pixel gets better details and the skin tone is pretty accurate. Even in terms of cameras, well, Google has lost its edge. By the way, I've left a drive link with all the camera samples, so check them out, and while you're at it, subscribe, please. Now, let's talk about the design for a moment. It's the same design language that we have seen in previous Pixels, which is okay, but what's not okay is that Google is still using Gorilla Glass 3 protection on the screen, which is almost a decade old now. Within 2-3 days of usage, our unit has got some scratches on the screen, which is not a good sign for a phone that will get 7 years of OS updates. On top of that, the bezels are thick, the back is plastic, and even though it's a compact phone, it's thick and heavy. This phone has a very small battery and the charging speeds are painfully slow. I got an SOT of 4.5 hours with heavy usage and 5.5 hours with medium usage, which is not bad considering the small battery life. But charging this phone fully takes more than 2 hours, which is a lot considering life's very short. Even iPhones charge faster than this. I'm not sure what is stopping Google from providing faster charging support, especially when they are charging premium for this phone, and there's no charger in the box. See, Google launched this phone with a blog post. There was no launch event, nothing. This kind of gives it away that Google is probably not serious about this phone. In fact, I found something very interesting. Actually, earlier this year, Google has laid off more than hundreds of employees from their hardware department, and those were basically the people who were working on Pixel, Nest, and other Google products. This kind of gives it away that Google's focus is on other things, probably AI. And that's the reason we are not seeing anything exciting happening in Pixels over the last few years, be it in terms of innovation, features, or even competitive pricing. I'm not sure of the direction that Google is going to take with Pixel phones, but whatever it is, I don't think you should take this phone seriously because Google itself is not serious about this phone. Well, that was it from my side. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.